A deceased acrophobe was hung from a cliff after death. His body was completely eaten away, leaving only bones behind. Sarah noticed the victim's finger bones were missing and there were multiple fractures. Judging from the width of the ascending ramus of the mandible and the thoracic ribs, he was a white male around 50 years old. The decay indicated he'd been hanging there for at least 3 days, with scavengers treating the spot like a feast. It seemed like an accident, but William thought a 50-something with poor health would never go rock climbing alone, so it must be murder. They analyzed the case while chatting about their wedding details and even showed off their affection in front of the body at the end. Just then, an eagle flew over and landed on a nearby branch. Its talons were clearly clutching a small piece of a finger. Sarah demanded they take the eagle back to the lab with them, calling for someone above to pull them up and not to scare the flapping bird away. Eagles have no teeth, so they tear meat and bones apart to swallow whole. John planned to induce vomiting in it to get the evidence intact. X-rays showed no signs of remodeling on the edges of the victim's finger bones and no other fractures in the wrists or metacarpals, confirming David's guess. This guy had never climbed before. Based on tissue decay and dehydration, Mary determined the time of death was 3 days prior. The facial injuries and wounds around the skull cap had hemorrhagic spots, meaning the victim was bludgeoned to death with a heavy object before falling off the cliff. Murder was confirmed. Mary did a liver biopsy on the victim and found he was in late-stage cancer. Even if he hadn't been killed, he'd have only 6 weeks left to live. Anna used common features of white skulls to complete a facial reconstruction, and cross-referencing DMV records confirmed the victim was Charlie. David's investigation revealed Charlie was a high school principal, married with 2 kids. Knowing his time was short, he filmed a series of videos and started a paid website to share his thoughts on facing fear, and it took off, letting him make a nice little profit. David notified Charlie's wife, who was devastated by the news. She said their last meeting was 4 days prior, and besides the trolls in the video comments, she couldn't think of anyone who'd kill her husband. Plus, Charlie was deathly afraid of heights. No way he'd go climbing alone. His original reason for the website was hoping for funding to publish a book, but people only wanted to buy the videos, even calling him shameful for faking illness to make money.